You have 2 minutes.
Good morning, Council. Happy New Year, and I hope that it's a busy one.
Good morning.
First, this merry-go-round of the emergency manager that we keep being on, it's ridiculous. Every time that you don't make a decision that they don't like, next thing you know, they pull out the whip of the emergency manager. It's enough of that. Put the city into receivership. Let's go into bankruptcy, as I said a year and a half ago. Let's get this out of the hands of those who cannot trust, and put it in the hands of our judicial system. That will allow the city government to go forward and start taking care of the business of the city. You all can put your focus towards rezoning. You can put your focus towards safety. You can get your focus off the financial issue and stop getting bogged down. This past year, we've had a lot of great successes. President Barack Obama, he broke the back of the GOP. They're on their way out. He did what Ronald Reagan did to the Democratic Party. He put them on a course of non-success. The GOP party, their symbol is an elephant. In actuality, what they are is a woolly mammoth. And the people making the decisions up in the state, they're making Neanderthal type of decisions. They're trying to take us back, and they know that their time their day is coming. In these next 2 years, there's going to be a watershed at the state level, as well as the state level also, because of what our president did. He set the course for our politics to change. So let's get the city out of the hands of the state, and let's go ahead and focus on getting us into receivership. Next, the mayor, over the holiday, him and one of his department heads, they sat up on the news and took credit for something that a clerk brought before this council, and that was getting income tax money back from the city that was owed the city. Credit where credit is due. That was a clerk that made that decision. It wasn't the mayor's bright mind. It was a clerk, a union clerk that made that decision. When I worked at Bank of America, when an employee made a decision that earned the company money, they got a check for that. That young woman deserves a check. And finally, in closing, I came back from California. I attended the last meeting that you all had before the break when the Ford Corporation was here. I'm kind of concerned with the way that you dealt with them. Ford is a very good partner to the city. I understand that you want to make sure that the community gets benefits, but that didn't seem like a community benefit. That seemed like a shakedown for the Henry Ford health system, and how everyone was sitting out in the hallway. That should not be. If that was something that took place at Henry Ford, they would have fired a lot of you. There's no way that the city council, I will conclude,
Your time's up.
by saying this. It's not rocket science. On Tuesday, the auditorium should be empty, as well as this room should be empty. Okay, they take care of the business of the people. Thank you very much, and good Happy New Year.